I am Flim, and that is Flam over in the background.
Well, for those who don't know, who is Flim?
Flim and Flam appeared in an episode of My Little Pony as like antagonists. They were basically cider vendors, but they were sort of muscling in on, let's say, someone else's honest territory with their more scheming ways, as it were.
And what made you pick them to as a duo? What made you pick Flim and Flam?
It just seemed like a good idea as a duo. We got two people. We needed a couple of characters to go as. That popped up in our heads as an idea, and we just went with that.
What drew you to the show?
I honestly just went to see what all the fuss was about on the internet one day. Checked out the first episode. I thought, I guess it's okay. And then it ended with "to be continued." It's like, well, damn it, I've got to find out what happens now. But I think there is Flam. I think it's a show that's just sort of come about at the right, sort of right place at the right time. There's a lot less cartoons these days with a sort of, let's say, inherent value to it. To try and teach a lesson and all that. But My Little Pony seems to execute that fairly well, and also have fairly strong characters to send that sort of message.
And Flam, what attracted you to My Little Pony?
He really got into it, so I was like, okay, I'll bite. What's all the fuss about? And I sat down, watched a couple of episodes. I really started getting into it, and I really respect how it's a kids' cartoon. It doesn't treat anyone like kids who's watching it.
Would you describe yourselves as bronies or Pegasisters?
Bronies. Normally I'm a Pegasister, but in costume I'll be a brony.
How's your experiences of the community been? Like the people within it, the people making the music?
Yeah, mostly very positive. Yeah, it's a generally very good community, and everyone's very friendly. Yeah.
Yeah, it's very much that. They're all very friendly, and you can really talk to them about what got them into it and what their inspiration was for making the songs, or anything really, any costumes, that sort of thing.
And obviously, My Little Pony, there's a lot of hatred, there's a lot of ideas out there on the internet. I mean, have you had any interactions with people outside of the fandom that have been problematic?
Actually, very few in person, but yeah, it does happen. I think what some people are just doing are getting the worst of the fandom, because in some places, I say 4chan, they might highlight the worst of the fandom, maybe the most obsessive or whatever, and I think they're just getting the kind of wrong idea about it, because there's the far higher majority of bronies out there are generally quite level-headed, quite normal, and like I said, it's a very friendly community, very welcoming, very inviting. Inside the community, there's not really a lot of negative experience.
Yeah, unfortunately, I have not had much experience personally with anyone sort of outside of it who's on the more negative side of it, so it's a bit hard to say, really.
You said you had a few in person? Did I misunderstand that?
Just the one, actually, yeah, and that was just someone I heard talking behind me yesterday, in fact. I couldn't make out what he said, but it was a few just negative word about the brony fandom in general, but honestly I think that's just prejudging.
Is there any final thoughts you'd like to leave us about My Little Pony, the expo, anything you'd like, really?
About My Little Pony, don't prejudge it. It's surprisingly enjoyable, yeah.
Yeah, I agree with that. I'm very much the same opinion.